Welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and we're here to read you another story. And I have a book tonight about a kitty cat. But not just any kitty cat. This kitty cat lives in a very special place because this book is called The Cookie Store Cat. The Cookie Store Cat. This cat lives in a cookie store, like a bakery where we go to buy cookies. I would love to live in a cookie store. I wonder if the cat gets to eat the cookies in the cookie store. We're going to have to get in this book and find out what it's like to live in a cookie store. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up because here we go. The Cookie Store Cat, written by Cynthia Rylant. There is a cookie store cat who spends his days in the most delicious way. Ooh, that's a cat that lives in a cookie store? He sleeps in a little gray bed at the back of the cookie store, and each morning around 6 a.m., the cookie bakers come to wake him and kiss him and tell him hello. They tell him he is sweeter than any cookies they have ever baked. They tell him he is prettier than marzipan. They brag that he is a gumdrop gem. Oh, the bakers really love their cat. One of the bakers found the cookie store cat many years ago. At 6 a.m., he was unlocking the door of his cookie store as usual when he heard a thin squeak behind him. He turned around and saw two big green eyes in the tiniest, skinniest, hungriest kitten's body. Wow, that's when the cat was just a tiny little kitten. The old baker was a soft-hearted man, and he scooped the kitten up and carried him inside, where the bakers fed the kitten real cream and a bite of cookie dough. That day they bought a bag of cat food and a little gray bed and a white dish that said "Kitty" on it, and they made the cat their own. And now, after so many years, the bakers cannot remember ever being without a cookie store cat. Wow, they found him, brought him in, and now they're all happy together. After the bakers give him morning kisses each day, the cookie store cat rises up, stretches, and rubs against the baker's legs as they whip up their orange and maple and mocha frostings. He purrs, meow. He is a good cat, and he never jumps on their baker's table. In a little while, he lets himself out through the wooden screen door, painted with cherry drops and gingerbread men. And he walks along the street, saying good morning to all the shopkeepers who come early to work. His favorite is the fish shop owner, of course, but he is also fond of the yarn lady and the model train man, and he very much enjoys the bookshop people. Look, he goes out every morning and says hello to all the shop owners. After his morning hellos, the cookie store cat returns to the place he loves best of all. He lets himself in through the wooden screen door and jumps up to the sunny window to sleep beneath the chocolate chip cookie sign. Oh, that must be his spot, right there in the window. The cookie store cat has many friends. Every Monday of the week, Father Eugene stops by for a cup of Irish coffee and 3 Scotch Chewies. He pets the cookie store cat and tells him all about the new baby in the parish, or the bingo game he called, or the old maple in the churchyard that needs pruning. The cookie store cat purrs and listens. He is a good listener. After school every day, the children come. They carry the cookie store cat on their shoulders, and they cradle him like a baby and pass him one to one, scratching the top of his head as they order up their caramel clusters and ginger creams, their bachelor buttons, and frosting fruit squares. Oh, the children come every day for cookies, and they spend time with the cat. The children sit outside the store with bags of cookies and boxes of milk, and the cookie store cat rubs his nose with theirs and bats at their pencils and licks drops of milk from their fingers. Oh, I think playing with the children is his favorite part of day. Christmas is the most wonderful time of all. The bakers wear aprons decorated with candy canes, and they fill their shelves with Jingle Bell puffs, snowballs, and chocolate Christmas bonbons. They give away free Santa Claus faces to every child. The cookie store cat wears a big red bow every day in December, and the bell on it makes him jingle when he walks. He is so beautiful and jingles so nicely that he is the talk of the town. On Christmas Day, when the store is closed, the old baker, the one who found him, comes to have a turkey dinner with him. Winter passes, and spring and summer and fall, and the cookie store cat knows just where he belongs. At the end of each day, he knows that one of the bakers will fill a bag of cookies to take to the children's home, and another will sweep up all the crumbs from the floor, and another will wash the fingerprints from the cherry drops on the wooden screen door. He knows that the old baker, the one who found him, will lift up his favorite cat and kiss him and tell him he is sweeter than a frosted cream, prettier than a cinnamon sugar plum. The baker will put real cream in the white kitty bowl and will carry the cookie store cat to his little gray bed. Then the old baker and the other bakers will go home, shutting softly the door behind them, and the cookie store cat will sleep in sweet dreaming all night long. And then, of course, in the morning, the bakers will come back. Wow, that cat has a really good life. Did you see what happened? He was just a little tiny lost kitten, and the baker found him and took him in, and they made him a special place, and they thought he was so sweet. They thought he was sweeter than the cookies. And he got warm milk, and he got to see friends every day. This was a really good book. I like to learn about this cookie store cat and everything he gets to do throughout the day, and the yummy, yummy cookies he gets to eat, and everything he gets to do with the bakers. This was a really good book. I think maybe it wants me to go get a cookie. I don't know. I would love to live in a cookie store, but I can't go get a cookie right now because right now it's time for bed. And I'm not allowed to eat cookies before bed, and I'm sure you're not allowed to eat cookies before bed, so we'll need to leave the cookies to the cat for tonight because it's time for all my little kittens to climb into bed. I need you to get under your covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. And tomorrow, why don't you see if you and Mom can maybe go visit a cookie store? Maybe you'll see a cat there. But what I know you will see there are some yummy, yummy cookies. Have one for Miss Dorothy and tell me all about it. And when you're out with Mom having a great time, be sure to thank her for everything she does for you. And whatever you do, obey, and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy. I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.